Today we're going to look back at our journey to Vale Royal and the River Weaver. Now this was a spontaneous journey. I knew nothing about the location, so I'm looking forward to seeing how I made content out of this by not knowing anything about the location. So let's look at the best bits, see what we've learned, and let's journey on. So I've done this on a few videos now. Before I've even started looking back at the footage, I want to talk about the introduction. Now I do have this habit, if you've watched previous videos, of basically zooming in on something and then panning to another destination to look at the view in the distance. It may get a bit repetitive, but those are the type of shots I really like. It basically allows you to focus on something and then take the audience to another location. It's also very good for transitioning as well. Now, obviously this leads into the coming up, but you're only using 4 or 5 seconds of the audience time to get them into the video, see what's coming up. All right, let's have a look at this footage. Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. Coming up on this video, we flowers, excellent. About in our local area, we stumble upon a golf course we quickly retreat from. We take photos. Not very dog friendly, that golf course. And we get denied by a sign. Yeah, the sign says no dogs. So the map's quick now and you go through it quite quickly and there's information there. You can just simply pause it if you really want to look at that map. Oh, it's nice to have Christy in the shot with Vale. She tends to avoid the camera like nobody's business, but you know, that's her preference, of course. I think early on in the video I wanted to put a bit of an emphasis on the fact that this was just a casual stroll. You know, you're not going to type into Google Vale Royal local walk or something like that. Very doubtful, but it's just a lovely, nice stroll in your local neighborhood, as it were. I mean, this was what, 10-15 minutes away from us, or wherever we were that day. I think we were going shopping. So you'll find with a lot of walks like this, it's, you know, a long trail, a lot of similar things, and you kind of have to take footage of stuff that kind of stops the monotony. So, you know, you've got the bridge, you've got this car park coming up, you know, you want to keep the audience, you know, engaged, but, you know, showing them different things. But I would say about like a mile or two is quite a lot of the similar footage you see here with just going down this lane. See, I'm always much about, you know, honesty and authenticity here. You know, I'm not trying to fake something or be disingenuous. At the end of the day, this was a spontaneous walk and I just wanted, I had all my gear with me and I wanted to create some footage. It's not going to be one of the best destinations. It's not going to be the one of the most searched. But at the end of the day, I wanted to practice and improve my content. So there I'm setting up future scenes. So it's why it's very interesting in the map that it kind of just veers off. So, you know, I'm trying to keep the audience engaged on where we're going and give them a future tease to a future location. Now, I think here there's actual audio. Yep, there you go. I said about the golf course and then I've obviously recorded an introduction to the golf course over it as well. Little mistake on my part, that. So I've paused it here because I just wanted to note I did take a lot of photos and a lot of footage of the golf course, but we found out very quickly this was not a dog-friendly area, and a lot of footage didn't make it in because, again, it's a lot of people, a lot of cars, a lot of ambient noise, and it wasn't great for the content. So again, kill your darlings, and we moved on to a safer area. But you'd find out later on in the video, this location kept leading us to either the golf course or areas where it wasn't dog friendly. So just keep that in mind in your local walks, and when you do discover new places, pay attention to the area and the signs and see where it's, you know, safe for you and your dogs. All right, let's get back into it. So yeah, we basically went down that trail, got to the golf course, and then we take you back to this marker where I mentioned the journey would continue later on. A little adventure we took when walking around the area. Now I was going to use that as a thumbnail, but it did not turn out very well, but I wanted to pay homage to it because it is a nice introduction to the area. It's also very windy in this field, so again, a lot of footage had to be cut, or, you know, the audio had to be tweaked quite significantly, and that happens. And, you know, Valo barking in the distance. I will say this location is absolutely beautiful, but it's the same appearance for miles. hence the time lapse as we go through this field. Now, I would like to take more footage, but how long can you show people miles and miles of a wheat field or barley or whatever it was before, you know, the audience gets bored? So a time lapse there enables me to show the beauty all around us while transitioning into the next area. Now, I know I'm explaining exactly what you see, but I want to say why I made these choices. Now, a lot of what we see is picturesque, it's beautiful, but it's probably worthy of 20 seconds on a video before, you know, you're looking at the same thing over and over. Now I've paused it here. Now I know I'm about to explain in the video what happens, but I just wanted a note. Now we did go through the fields and transition to this woodland area, but you'll find out very quickly we transitioned into the golf course again. So this scene was quite difficult to shoot because we take an audience through a field, we take some photos of Vale, it's beautiful, we time lapse transitioning into this woodland area. But to the audience, it seems like we've been in these woods for about 10-20 seconds, and then I transition them back into the field that I just took them through. Now, this is one of the difficult moments when you're shooting footage. You're trying to keep that transition from location to location. To do a 180 in like 10 seconds back into a location you've already been to, it's not ideal, but it's realistic. You're going to be in journeys where you've got to turn around and go back to another location. You know, this is not a circular route where everything's ironed out for you. This is a local woodland walk. You're going down the trail and you're exploring, you know, A, B, and C. You know, you make what you can with it. You know, keep your dog safe and your journey on. It's that simple. I hopefully captured that a little bit in the video, but from an audience perspective, I think it's almost like a tease, isn't it? You go through the field into the forest and then back through the field again a moment later. It's like, whoa, 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 what was in that forest? And that's why you get this brief explanation saying, whoa, 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 we're going back into the golf course here. This isn't going to work. Let's journey on over here. There you go, you get all the beautiful scenery. There's the intro shot as I transition through. I think I was motivated in this scene to just try and give them something a little different because I gave them the same scene twice, basically, from two different views. So I changed up the music, I changed up the pace, and I float, you know, into a new area. Again, ironically, this transition's very brief because we didn't realize the sign said no dogs in this area. See, I didn't want to cheat the audience. You know, we did go to this area. It is a marked location I did on the map, but you know, it wasn't something we could do. We wanted to be respectful of all the fishermen there, and we left the area quite promptly. It's a very wacky route, this, and it was a learning experience for me because normally we go to, you know, destinations where we've got a planned out route, we've got planned out locations we want to take footage of. This was very spontaneous, but I thought to myself, this is a learning experience and I'm not going to stop just because it's, you know, I don't know much about it. All right, here's the best bits, people. Yes, the gimbal kept failing. I think it was recalibrating and it just struggled, and then, you know, it loses the calibration. Again, we didn't realize that there was a train going right through this destination. Didn't know it was a golf course until that moment. Golf pitch, yeah.
My greatest weakness.
They're so loud, the audio when you close a gate. I don't know what that is. It's almost like the mic is rattling along the. I don't know how she lost the shoe. I honestly don't.
Saw the sign, didn't read the sign, should have read the sign. Moving on.
So that was a quick look back and behind the scenes commentary at our visit to Vale Royal and the River Weaver. Like I said in the video, it was very spontaneous. I had no planned shots, no script, but it won't be the best destination or the greatest video I've ever created, but it's actually one I'm quite proud of. At the end of the day, it allowed me to show my skills at creating content out of something I did not plan for. Now, fair enough, the story going through different fields, different locations that I couldn't go to, was very hard and difficult to create a story and a journey. But at the end of the day, if you're doing this as a hobby and you are spontaneously creating content, it does test your skills and the way you can produce something. It's the end of the day. Go for it. Enjoy yourself. Now, I hope you enjoyed this look back at this journey, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Let's begin all over again. This is like the 4th take. Okay, the plane's gone. Next take. Talked about content. It's because I put the headset on and it's like continuity. Right, good luck, Ryan. See ya. We really appreciate you staying till the end. Consider liking this video and checking out our other content. If you want to see future content, consider subscribing and checking out Valo's Instagram. Details are in the description. Want to get more journey insights? Try this video. All the best on your journey, and until the next video, goodbye now.